Now, South Africans are fed up with roads and potholes that are not being fixed. Hendrik Potgieter Road in Roodepoort here in Johannesburg is a gaping example of that. That road was damaged by heavy rains last December, and 6 months later, it's still not been fixed. One resident says it's caused major inconveniences for the residents. These roads are a hazard to drivers and their vehicles and pedestrians. Our reporter and fellow anchor here at eNCA, Heidi Giokos, was out and about in the Johannesburg suburbs today and joins me now for more as we take a look back at what she saw, especially in Roodepoort. Good evening, Heidi. Welcome back. So what's happening in Roodepoort? Hendrik Potgieter, that hole, maybe it's getting bigger. I don't know.
It definitely is. It's an absolute mess. I remember on the 10th of December, I actually went back to my camera roll on my phone to check because I remember having covered the story back in December when we had those serious floods. There was a particular road in Discovery that was completely washed away, and 6 months later, it's exactly 6 months later, there has been nothing done to actually deal and fix this issue. And what's even more concerning, Bradan, is that it's actually it's a double lane, so it's a road on the side and on the side, so it's 4 lanes. But there is a shopping complex, it's a residential area, there are complexes where people are staying. There's also a nursery on that same road, and nothing has been done. You can actually see that it's just been completely deserted. I think what's even more concerning is that you have residents in the area that took it upon themselves today to get people to come in and actually clean up the area, because trees are starting to grow, the weeds are growing, the grass is long on the actual tar because it just has not been maintained or been sorted out.
Soon it's going to be a mini lake.
Exactly. And the one resident actually said it's like a jungle here, and they don't understand why nothing has been done. Before we listen to what the resident said, I just want to highlight that we did reach out to the MMC for roads and transport in the city of Johannesburg, Kenny Kunene. We did not get a response, and we do understand that the MEC for transport in Gauteng is not available. I don't think she's in the country at the moment. But residents have been subjected to the worst conditions. The roads are in a complete state. Just driving to these various areas, we were met with big potholes. We're not talking about small little potholes. Potholes we actually have to stop, find a way to move around. But let's listen to what the one resident had to say about this particular area in Roodepoort.
We had a terrible rain, and that road collapsed totally. It meant to be happening, but it only happened in December because there was a pipe underneath that where the water went to, and they stole that pipe. And then there was no support for that road to hold. So then it collapsed. And since then, we're staying like this. I mean, this is a double road. There's a school, there's a shopping center. Everybody is... can't make business because the GPS taking you around that corners instead of come and fix our road. It's a double road. I'm staying here for 25 years, and that's what happened here.
Okay, and then why did you find the need to take it upon yourself to get guys to come?
Because I'm staying in this neighborhood, and it looks terrible. If I'm driving down the road and I turn in my street and I look at this, guys, come on. We're in South Africa. We need to work together. But this is not happening. I mean, what happened to all the money? Why can't they fix the road? Why they need billions to fix the road? Just to put pipes down, put tar, and then that thing is right again. Then we can use this road again. Now we need to walk miles around the corner to get to the shop.
You know, you can throw money at the problem, but if you are incompetent, you don't have a plan, and you really don't get your hands dirty in the right places, that's what's going to happen. You know, you can give money to the Joburg City Council in terms of roads, JRA, Johannesburg Roads Agency, and stuff like that. They were on a campaign a few months ago after those December floods, and that road is still gaping. It speaks to high levels of incompetence, in fact. Now, the Transport Department, at the national level now we're talking about, has launched a nationwide campaign, I understand, Heidi, to deal with these potholes and failing road infrastructure. Yes, we have another campaign.
Another campaign, another roadshow, another initiative. But the department indicated that this is not going to be just another talk shop. But interestingly, you have that particular road that we just showed you and Hendrik Potgieter in Little Falls, very close to Hillfox.
It's a big road. It's a main
Huge road.
It connects with the N1 highway all the way up to the R28 to Krugersdorp.
Exactly. And that part of that road is completely blocked off till today because of those floods.
6 months later.
That happened in December. 6 months later. Yes, we were there today and we did see contract workers there. They are trying to sort the problem out. So that seems to be sorted out, or they're trying to sort that out. But this particular road in Discovery, it's just gaping. There's nothing that's been done there. But I think what's alarming here is that the department last night on eNCA indicated that 12 billion rand is allocated, and it speaks to your point about incompetence and lack of planning. 12 billion rand was allocated for this financial year to deal with roads, to deal with the infrastructure, to deal with maintaining the roads. But what the National Transport Department has found is that oftentimes the money is not used. There's a lot of underspending.
So the provinces are not using the money?
The provinces are not using the money adequately. Now, the Minister of Transport is going to the Free State today. It's going to be a 3-month roadshow in each province to ascertain what exactly is going on. But how did it reach this point where you're not using the money adequately when our roads look the way they do? So this is the issue here. Why has nothing been done about it? And according to the department, they're hoping that this roadshow will highlight and bring to light.
I hope it's going to be a real roadshow. She must drive on the roads. If you're a Department of Transport, you want to fix the roads, you want to see for yourself the mess the roads are in, you hit the road, you drive, you don't fly over the roads.
Exactly, but also we used to have this smart mobility program in Gauteng with the previous MEC of Transport, where he used to actually get into his overalls and fill up the potholes. We haven't seen that in Gauteng for months now, which is of great concern because the roads are in an absolute mess. I want us to listen to what the National Transport Department spokesperson had to say to us last night about this roadshow that they're going on, but also the underspending.
This particular roadshow, it is necessitated by the Presidential Coordinating Council, which met this past week, where it was quite clear that we needed to focus on the road infrastructure throughout the country. We are starting in the Free State to see the kind of work that is being done. You'd recall that the issue of pothole, we launched a campaign called Vala Zonke last year. So that is being implemented by Sanral. So part of what we are going to inspect or to do an oversight on is the issue of how far have we gone with that specific project. But also we need to speak to provinces in terms of the funding of this particular drive, because part of it is that we give money to the provinces to say, here's the money to fix or to maintain the roads. But sometimes we do not see where this money is going. So, which is why we then have to go and engage with the provinces to then get it from the horse's mouth as to what exactly happens with the money that we give them.